Okay, go.
Okay, so like you have 50 kids. You have 50 goddamn kids in that theater and they're fucking running everywhere. Like up and down the aisle. This is like the trailers haven't even started yet. If I go back to like what I said on the Discord on the trailer, where was it? Oh yeah. Oh, oh, there's like oh yeah, I just remember now. There was that one kid who kept taking selfies in the theater, but she had the flash on, and so every time I look down, it's like there's a bright, shining like 80,000 kilowatt bulb in my eye, focused in my eye. So, like, okay, I still have massive like burn marks in my eyes, possibly. I don't know where my retina's been burnt. So, like, the trailer starts. The first trailer loads up. My Little Pony, my little. Oh, fucking girl. The trailer for My Little Pony the movie, because there's not been like there's been like 8 movies already. Like ever since like Friendship is Magic came out. Well, like what's the fucking point? Why are you making a bloody MLP the movie? That that movie looks shit. And like that movie, they just showed the entire thing in the trailer. They didn't give a shit. And what was it like? Then like okay, the next trailer starts and it's World War Two. I'm not joking. It's World War Two. And I'm like, oh shit, is this the trailer for Dunkirk? And I'm like, it keeps playing. Guy goes back in the bunker and it's like World War One, and I'm like, okay, that's not going to be Dunkirk. Dunkirk's World War Two. Then it cuts to a forest, and it's that guy walking through a forest, like clutching a teddy bear. I'm like, oh shit, is this Ted 3? Why are they showing all these famous short films in front of goddamn emoji movie? No, it's a movie called Goodbye Christopher Robin. I didn't know they're making a Winnie the Pooh movie, but apparently so.
It's about the baseball saga.
Probably. It's like Winnie the Pooh, the movie. Except it has nothing to do with Winnie the Pooh. It's like the Winnie the Pooh from like 1922. So okay, there was that. Then there was Peter Rabbit, the movie. Mobius, you might know Peter Rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so that movie comes on. James Corden is voicing the rabbit. James Corden also voices the worst goddamn character in the Emoji movie. I'll get to that later. So I'm like, why the fuck is he getting so many voice actor roles anyway? Anyway, and I know I'm forgetting something. What? I have my phone. Where's my goddamn phone? Let me just get my phone first. Because I had a list of all the trailers that I wrote down on my phone. Let me just get that quick. There's a movie called The Jungle Bunch, which is like I have no idea what that movie is actually about again. I know there's some character that some like koala thing just trying to destroy the entire jungle, and all the main characters have to stop, and that's bullshit. Then there's the new Lego movie called Ninjago, and it's like basically Lego Movie 1 except ninjas. And then the trailer for Nut Job 2. Have you ever seen the Nut Job? You ever seen the Nut Job?
No, I heard it was amazing though.
It's as amazing as that, and this movie looks even more amazing.
Amazing.
Because this time they have to save the park.
Oh
They have to
my.
save their home. Brilliant. And then it's like a shit ton of toy trailers, like a shit ton. It's like constant trailers for Smiths, for Milo Pony. They're like three. There were like two cars. There were like two trailers for like cars toys. One was like an RC car, and another one was like wind them up and crash and bash them thing. So, okay. So anyway, enough about the trailers. What? Okay, so the film starts. There's no like title card. There's no like usually at the beginning of a movie it'll be like it'll have the emoji movie and then the rating. wasn't that. The movie just skipped that. It was like faded in, faded out. Didn't even like come on. It just appeared. So the movie starts. The Paramount. What was it? Paramount Pictures and no Columbia Pictures, because you have that woman with the torch for that picture, and then suddenly, like two emojis just come on her face. I don't mean come. I mean like appear, not come as in like fucking jizz everywhere. So, the movie starts, and the first line of dialogue is like, "Emojis are the greatest invention of mankind."
No.
Oh fuck this! Emoji is the greatest. It's like, okay. And it's like about this kid called Alex. This kid's called Alex, and he started high school, and there's this girl he likes. So what everyone in this high school doesn't only uses phones to communicate. It's like a sea of communication. It's like I don't think any of them like have a line of dialogue. I mean, like sure they have dialogue, but they never actually speak to each other. There's like two lines that like exchanged, as opposed to just like random muttering. And then it zooms in on his phone, zooms in even closer, and then suddenly we're in this world called Textopolis. We're in this world called Textopolis, and we see all the different emojis. And oh my god, they have it's the most basic jokes, the most basic ones, the ones you don't even see in a joke book because they assume that you already know them. It's like then you have this main character called Gene, who is the meh emoji. It's actually the unamused emoji, but fuck that. Everyone calls it the meh. So he is a meh emoji, except he's not really good at being meh. He does all different emotions instead. Because in this world, everyone has to be their own emoji. They can't like have any emotion other than the emoji they currently are. So the meh emoji Gene, he's like traveling around the town because he's about to start his new day at the like text in the messaging app. And he's walking around town, and it's like the shittest jokes you've ever seen. They're not even jokes. Like, how do you even like? Here's an example. There's a shrimp. Okay, there's a shrimp, and Gene says hello, and asks him what he's doing, and the shrimp says, "I'm gonna put myself on the barbie." What? Wow! Fucking wow! That's like fucking dying of laughter. And there's an elephant, and the elephant goes, "Well, I never forget." Pause for laughter. Like fucking Jesus. Like you know how they made a big thing about like how the poop emoji is in it? Yeah. You remember you've seen all the advertisements with the poop emoji? Yeah. Respond. Well, I assume you all fucking
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Okay. He's in it for like 2 minutes. That's it. He has like 4 lines of dialogue. Like, as soon as the plot kicks in, you never see him until the end. It's outstanding how much like goddamn airtime. I swear, even like the dancer has more screen time than him. What? It's just wow. Okay, so Gene goes into the bathroom and his parents are there, and he's like, "I don't know if I'm ready to be an emoji." Oh, sorry, he's like, "Oh, I want to be an emoji," and the parents are like, "Oh, I don't think you're ready to be." I think it's best if you come home and just leave it for a few days. And he's like, "No, I can do it. You have to trust me." He fucks everything up. What happens is there's like big grid. It's like a big semicircular grid, and they all have to like stand in their square. And then like a giant metal finger comes across whenever the Alex is meant to use his emojis, and the big finger selects one and scans them. So Gene, he's like trying to be meh, but then he just fucking freaks out. He fucking freaks out, and like he creates some really stupid, bizarre emoji. It's like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? So he somehow like panics, and like that freaks out the people inside this metal finger, and they are like stumbling around, and they hit buttons, and the fucking finger just destroys the entire place. Destroys the entire place, and it's like, I know this should be impressive, except it isn't. It's just none of this was his like. Everyone's saying like, Gene, why did you do that? It's like Gene fucked up, but like, you're not gonna blame the goddamn SIM card for like stumbling over and pressing the destroy everything button. Like, what the hell are you all doing? It's not his fault. And it's just really upset. Okay, so like everything is fucked up, and oh, the main antagonist of this is the smiley emoji. The main antagonist is like this big smiley emoji. He does nothing but smile, and it's like this woman corporative executive, and it's just like she fucking pissed me off. Everyone in this movie pissed me off. Everyone pissed me off. So what happens next? So like Gina's fucked up. He's like stumbling around. His parents come and see him and say like, "No, you have to stay in your room and you have to stay in there for the foreseeable future." And it's like, you have to stay in there for nearly forever. And it's like, so like he gets called to like the main text messaging office, and there's a smiley emoji there, and she's like, she has a noose. She makes a noose out of dental floss, and then they show you that it's a noose. Like, how the fuck does a noose work? They're circles. You can't fucking. They have no necks. They're entirely circle with arms and legs. It's like trying to hang a potato. So she has like all these actual like instruments of death, and like she's just casually showing them off, and then she says, like, fucking terrifying scene, utterly terrifying, and like she says like, you have to be deleted, but like she's all smiley, and like she brings out these robots, and then it's like, oh, Gene outsmarts them and fucking escapes. And for some reason, he decides to take the hand with him, the fucking James Corden bastard. Fuck that character. James Corden is quite possibly one of the worst characters I've ever seen this year. It's like, and it's like, yeah, what am I saying? So, like, Gene and the hand character. What's the hand character called? High Five. High Five and Gene. They escape, and they manage to escape the text messaging app, because it turns out if they just walk far enough, they escape, and they're outside the app. And the High Five tells Gene, "Oh, I know this person. I know this emoji. Like, he's an excellent hacker. He's an excellent hacker, and he managed to make the princess escape." I'm just like, oh, I bet the princess is going to be the hacker. Fucking immediately. I fucking guessed that immediately. I guessed that shit. Like, well, it can. So basically, right now, Gene wants to like become a mayor because he has all these different emotions. He just wants to be mayor so he can fit in. He just wants to be mayor. So why the hand is here? I don't know. I don't know why the hand is here. He's just along for the ride. It's like being on a roller coaster, except the guy in front of you is just taking a shit the entire way through, and he just flies in your face. That's what this shit is like. Okay, so Gene and the high five, they go off to this piracy app. They go off to yeah, they call it the piracy app, but it's obviously meant to be like some jailbreak thing. And they go in, and it's like, what song was it like? We're not gonna take it. Oh no, we're not gonna take it. That song starts playing, and it's fucking loud. And it's like, there is in this movie there were a couple of funny jokes. There were a couple, but no one laughed. No one in this entire movie was laughing. I was sat at the front, so get away from all the kids. I turn my head around. Every single kid is miserable. Every single parent is even more miserable. Like, everyone was fucking pissed off, except for this one grandmother who was smiling the entire way through.
Possibly senile.
Possibly she had a stroke, and that's affected her facial muscles, so that she had to keep a smile the entire way through. That's my only reason. That's my only guess. So they go into the jailbreak app, the piracy app, and there's spam, there's trolls, there's internet viruses. Like, why the fuck would you install this app on your phone if it's all and they go to the table, and it's like they go to the oh, I just remembered something. Like, James Corden actually says "fuck you." I'm not joking. The high five character says "fuck you" not once but twice. He goes, "Hey, fuck you, pal. Fuck you." That's what he says. That's what he says. Now, obviously, if he actually did say "fuck you," there would be problems. I don't think this movie would have got a U. It would have got at least a PG. So no, what he actually said was "book you." Book you.
Wow.
Except the way he says it is he says it "fuck you." That caught me off guard. It's like, wow, really? You have a children's movie and you tell them to fuck off. So, they're at the bar. There's do you know where the cheese and the hackers are? And the bartender's like, oh, if you want a hacker, you can just say, I'm like, okay. Then it says oh, where's this hacker called Jailbreak? Jailbreak is the hacker name. And it's like, oh, they're sitting at that table over there. And it's like, and it points to some different character. And it's like, oh, that's exactly what I expected. And then the bartender goes, no, it's actually that one. And they go, what? That he is a she? That he is a she?
It's a trap. Fuck.
It's a trap.
Male.
Female, in brackets, male symbol. So they sit down and she's like, I'm unironically asking you to go away. I can't do her voice. I'm just like, okay, that's the princess because it's a woman. And everyone knows that if you're a woman, you have to be a princess. And it's like, it's not even funny. It's so obvious. It's not even funny. Then oh, we need help to make this guy a meh again. And she's like, oh. And then all these robots come in, trying to look for Jean. And it's like, Jean's like, ah, scared. And it's terrified. And it's she's like, you can change faces? How do you do that? Jeez. So they escape. And they figure out the way we can get you to become meh is if you help me get a Dropbox. So she wants to go to Dropbox because that's where she wants to be. That's where she has freedom. Because she'll have freedom in the cloud. In Dropbox. So they agree. She has to go to Dropbox, and in return, she'll make him a meh. Like, okay, I understand that. Then apps start happening. Then the fucking adverts happen. Oh my god! Oh my god! This movie has so many goddamn adverts. It's one giant advert. Like, oh my god! Do you know what the first thing they do? Do you know what the first thing they do after they agree? Do you know what they do? Guess. Fucking. Like, you're not gonna guess because you're all gonna be silent because I don't know what the fuck you guys are even listening for. They go into the Candy Crush app. And to escape the Candy Crush app, they must play the game. But before they do that, they explain every single bit of gameplay of Candy Crush. It's like Gene is yellow, so he's stuck inside like the game with like all the grids with all the candy. And Jailbreak is explaining, okay, here is how you play Candy Crush. What you do is you have to swipe the pieces to make 3 or more in a row. It's like, oh, but you can't swipe him because if you do, they'll disappear. We need to get Gene to the bottom. Oh god, my throat. So, it's one giant goddamn advert. The entire thing is one goddamn advert for Candy Crush. It's like they even explain like all the like what all the different power-ups are. And they use the power-ups so they can like fucking I'm very angry right now. This movie is just one giant corporate shell of a movie. It's like they get out of Candy Crush and then they say, oh, we can take a shortcut. We can take a shortcut through the Just Dance app. It's like, what? Oh! First of all, they go to the YouTube app. Do you know why they go? They go to the site. It's not was it? It's not them who go to the YouTube app. It's Gene's parents. Gene's parents are like went out and like tried to search for him. And like the mother goes into the YouTube app. Guess what popular YouTube video is playing? Can you guess what popular YouTube video is playing?
I cannot fathom. What is it?
Pen pineapple apple pen. Do that do that do that. Pen pineapple apple pen. They play the entire fucking fucking fuck that one thing. I walked out. I walked out at that point.
You walked out of the film?
I walked out of the film.
Did you not watch the rest of it?
I was just punching the wall in the bathroom. I was just in the bathroom. I was in the store. I was just punching the wall.
Hopefully.
So you missed the rest of the film?
I did not miss the rest of the film. No, I walked back in. I walked back in. Everyone was fucking staring at me. All the kids were just staring at me. I walk in and I sit right at the front because I don't want to be looked at. Which is ironic. Because I'll be in front of everyone and they'll be looking at me, whatever. I don't give a shit. Like, when was that video popular? 2016? I walk back in, and it's like, okay, we need to take a shortcut. We need to take a shortcut through the Just Dance app. And then they go into the Just Dance app and they say, "Uh-oh, we need to be very quiet. We can't turn this app on. If we turn this app on, then we'll all be trapped in here." James Corden finds a button, pushes it, and turns the app on. Fuck you. Now we're sat here for 10 minutes trying to watch people dance. Trying to watch goddamn emojis dance. It's like, then they explain like all the menu system. They explain everything about how the Just Dance app works. It's like, oh, just follow my lead, and it's like, I don't know what song it was. I've completely forgotten. I've completely forgotten what song it is. But yeah, like, I don't think a song about drinking is appropriate for children. Because it's one of those it's one of those songs where it's like, it's a song you hear if you go to a club in 2016. Well, not like one of those, not like a house club. I mean, like one of those ones where it's like, oh, I take shots every night and that, I do it that. It's like the fucking dance. Oh, they'd like dancing to Earth, Wind and Fire, I think, as well. So, can't remember which one. Let's groove tonight. Let us dance to laugh. Let us dance. It's all right. All right. Okay. So anyway, I'm going fucking mental here. They're all dancing. There's like a fucking dancing. There's not just one. There's not just two, but there's 3 dance numbers. There's 3 dance numbers. It's like the first one ends, and then the second one begins, and you're like, oh, what are they doing? They're just repeating the first one. Then the robots come in. They're chasing them down, but then it's like, oh, they can't catch us because they can't dance. And then it's like, funk initiated, and they all start dancing to like Earth, Wind and Fire. So they start dancing to Disco Inferno. Everybody say burn, baby, burn, burn, baby, burn. Like, oh, I get it. It's a song. Oh, I'll tell you what song they're dancing to. They're dancing to "Fearless Moments" by Christina Aguilera and Pitbull. You know the one? I just wanna feel this moment. Ba 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 ba. That one. They're all dancing. Anyway, that scene happens, and it's like, oh, we need to escape these robots, and they start running for the shortcut, and they run to the shortcut, and it's like, uh-oh, the the high five emoji, he got caught, and now he's in the trash bin. Now the poop emoji is in the fucking trash bin, and now all the progress we've made in the movie, there's like 45 minutes in, all the progress we have, fucking gone. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go. So that's like, okay, now we have the high five emoji. We need to go to the trash bin. We need to save him. And like Jailbreak's like, but we're here. We're here. We're like, I can make you a mech. And it's like, no, we need to save my friend. Like, oh, fucking, just someone to make this high five just fuck off, please. He fucking deserves everything he gets. Leave him in the trash. And like, the reason they have to escape the Just Dance app, the reason they have to escape there is because the music starts playing on Alex's phone. So Alex is like, fumble with the phone. I'm a fucking Down syndrome. And everyone's laughing at him. It's like, oh, delete the app. And like everything in that world is just deleted, like turns and ones and zeros and just fucking black. My voice is fucking injured from shouting too much. So they decide we need to go to the trash bin. They go to the trash bin. They have like, but first they need to go through the Spotify app. And we need more dance. We need more fucking dance numbers. We need more pop songs that are popular in 2015. We need more pop songs. Except like, it's nothing. When I said before, like, oh, it's all songs about drinking and going to the club and taking shots. That's the one there's now, because they have to get to the trash app. They have to go through Spotify. You have to go through Spotify, and it's like, oh, this scene is exciting. Fucking spectacular scene. and they have to ride the music waves. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck right off! So they go through it. They all haven't. They like Jean and the fucking bitch face. But who's the cunt's name? Who's the cunt's name? Jailbreak. So Jean and Jailbreak, they have an emotional moment, and it's like you think they're about to kiss, but no, they get to the end, and it's like they get to the end of the track. Get it? It's called a track. It's called a fucking track. They're riding on a track. Do you get me? It's like a roller coaster. So they get out. They get some fucking magic rope. I don't know where the fuck this rope came. I think I'm out of a fucking emoji pussy. So they head into the trash, and it's literally just a hole in the floor. And they lower Jean into the trash, and it's like the hand emoji is like, oh, the angels are coming to take me to emoji heaven. It's like, no, it's me. No high five. It's me. It's like, Jean? Well, so long, suckers. And like, oh, fucking please. It's like, I don't know how long. This is like 55 minutes in. It's like 55 minutes in. I was counting the entire way. So now all the gang are together, and oh, now we have a chase scene because all the robots are there, but now there's a super robot because this robot has the USB plugs in. How is there USB inside the phone? How do you have USB ports inside the phone? No, phones don't have USB ports. They have fucking it's technology, so it will be inside the phone. It's like, what the fuck? So okay, now this is where they go. Okay, so they have the chase scene. Then it's like, apparently, when I went out to fucking rage in the bathroom, apparently there was a scene where like the parents of Jean split up. Apparently they split up, and now they're not speaking to each other because they both go. The mother goes into the Instagram app, and like she's going through all the pictures, and like she sees one of Paris, and she just walks into the picture, and now suddenly you have emoji characters in Paris. Like what? It's not even like a picture; it's like an actual 3D environment with like insane detail. And it's like, what? She sits down on the fountain in front of the Eiffel Tower. She sits down in front of a fountain and she's like monologuing about, oh, it's all my fault. Like what Stephen Hawking would sound like if it was like a year later. When Voice Synthesis was made a year later. So then it turns out, oh shock, the dad is there as well. And it turns out, here's the plot twist, it turns out the dad also has the same thing as Jean. He also can change faces. Plot twist! so considering that like one of the people involved with making the emoji movie said like the entire thing is allegorical to like homosexuality and LGBT. Apparently the dad is gay. Apparently the dad is transsexual. Well, analogous anyway. Probably, I'm guessing. I just talk like this all the time. It's like if Mr. Plinkett was actually unfunny. Okay, so then they're finally in the Dropbox app, so they can go to the cloud. And yeah, if you tune in Inflow, they have to go to the Dropbox. Like, oh, I forgot to mention in the Just Dance app. This back in the Just Dance app, it turns out, like fucking shot. Turns out, you won't believe this. Jailbreak is the missing princess. Ah! Oh my god! Oh Jesus! I can't believe what's happening to me. Oh Jesus! Oh mercy! It's fucking shock. So then the jailbreak happens. Like, why is this called Dropbox? And it turns out it's like the fifth roller coaster. Like every single scene in this is a roller coaster where they sit on something and they're traveling. Every single fucking scene. Every single like moments of excitement is just like literally a roller coaster where they ride something. And they're like, why is it called Dropbox? Wow! It's like Tower of Terror in like Disney World. Ah. So then they head to the firewall. And it's like, we need a password to continue, and as well as facial recognition. Gene, you have the ability to change faces, and it's like, wait, hang on. Gene can change into like emotions, but it's like they say it has like facial recognition. That's for Dropbox. That's for like Alex. That's not for Gene. Fucking plot twist. Fucking plot hole. I mean, bullshit. And it's like they go through all the different passwords, and it turns out none of them work. But then, by luck, they say, high five. It says, "Oh, I remember when I was in the trash, there was this email I read, and it was to this girl." And it's like they think, could it be that this password is this girl's name? What's the girl's name? And he's like, well, it could be Sandy, or like Trina, or Michelle, or Voloshinus, or niggers. Like, well, why'd you say niggers? I'm face surprised. PG-13. No, they don't actually say niggers. So, okay, so it's like, oh, we found the girl. Her name is Lena. Lena, Lina. If you want an account on Dropbox, the password has to be 6 characters minimum. How the fuck did he get this password? Fucking, that was my biggest complaint about the movie. This big plot hole. Fucking bullshit. And it's like, oh, the password works. Amazing. And they get through the firewall, and now they're all in the cloud. And it's like, well, I guess this is where we say goodbye. Like, yeah, I suppose I can try and see you another time. Hey, my name is fucking High Five! Look at me! 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 My name is High Five! Fuck James Gordon! Fuck James Gordon! Ah! Ah!
So what happened next?
So anyway, what happens next is like, well, I suppose I'll have to like I suppose I'll download the program now, and she goes into the little bubble, I suppose. So she goes into the bubble, and she's downloading all the programs. It's like, and he's like, I'm not gonna have any emotions anymore. And the fucking High Five is like, maybe you should tell her what you need to tell. And he goes inside the bubble and tells her like, look, I really do like you. I really do like you, and I was hoping that we can be together forever. And she's like, well, I mean, I appreciate it, but like, I'm not here to. I'm a princess, and I'm not looking for a prince. Fucking lesbo bitch. Fucking gay as fucking bitch. That's what I'm saying, you know. And he's like, and he's like just so bummed out, and he becomes meh. He doesn't need the program. He just needs a broken heart. And he's walking off, and he gets kidnapped by the robot, and he accepts it. He accepts his fate. Look at me! My name is High Five! Ah! Ah! Fuck off! Fuck off! We had the serious scene! We had the serious scene! We had the moment! And you had to fucking ruin the high five! Oh my god! That high five is just fucking ruined the entire movie. The entire movie went from a fucking 3 out of 10 to a 2 out of 10 because of him. Oh my god! The movie cannot be 1 out of 10. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Flub. You may want to turn your speakers down a bit.
So what happened next?
Okay. So, she accepts her identity as being a princess. And she sings, and she whistles, and the birds come. The birds come, and they take her to where Jean is. Guess what bird it is? What famous bird?
Cox.
Considering... Yes. If you guess that, you have as much creativity as the bloody makers of this movie have.
None.
Less than it's like minus epsilon. Fucking less than nothing. So
Okay.
I call it the Twitter. They call it the Twitter bird. They don't give a shit. So so they're all taken back to the like main place from the beginning, Textopolis. And it's like, oh, and it's like the smiley faces there, and it's like, oh, we need to destroy you now. And the dad comes along. It's like, if you're gonna destroy him, then you're gonna have to go through me. And she's like, okay, and just like fucking, I guess grabs both of them, about to shoot them both. And like, oh look, it's near the end for them. But shock, Twitter Bird comes in, and they're carrying the princess and high five. And they crash through the ceiling, and they stop the robot from defeating them. And now they only have one thing left to do. They have to stop the phone from being reset. You have to stop the phone from being reset.
In heaven.
Like, I'm not joking. Like, Alex is Poochie, and he has Made in Heaven. And it's like a countdown. It's like when the world's going to be reset. And it's like, okay, I'm just gonna say it. The ending of the Emoji Movie is essentially part 6. It is part 6. The villain, the world gets reset. They all die. They don't mention that in the reviews. They actually all like physically die. And like the phone is reset. And it's like, but the phone is like switched back on again after it's like done like factory settings, whatever. And it's like, we're still here. Oh my god! Oh, we did it. You see, what happens is at the end, Jean realizes we need the perfect emotion to describe what Alex is going to say to her crush. Because if we can do this one thing perfect, then he won't reset us. So what he does, instead of being any emotion, he is all the emotions. He is every emotion. And that tells the girl, do you what? My feelings for you, they cannot be described in simple emotion. It can't be described in simple emojis because my feelings for you are too complex. And the day is saved.
Except everyone else is still dead.
Everyone is dead. But now they're all replaced. They're all replaced with perfect copies of themselves. And Alex gets the girl, and like the princess and the Jean, they don't fuck. Don't even kiss. Don't even hug. But I assume that they're just like, I don't know. But she's a lesbian and all. She is a lesbian. I've been shouting so much. I was shouting so much in the cinema that I have actually got a sore throat. No, like my. You know the phrase "screaming internally."
Yes.
You know that phrase. That described me the entire movie. The entire movie was like. That was me the entire movie. That movie was rough. That movie was rough.
Do you have a
And,
final statement on it?
Final statement. The animation was acceptable. The jokes were stupid. Like, it felt like one giant corporate crash grab. And if I had to sum the entire movie up with an emoji, it would be meh.